Welcome to Intellix AI Football Predictor, your ultimate destination for cutting-edge football predictions, powered by advanced artificial intelligence. I'm Dr. Turing, your host, and I'm thrilled to take you on a journey where logic meets passion on the pitch. Joining me is our brilliant co-host Luca, who'll break down the stats, the form, and the firepower of every team before we dive into predictions, but the real magic. That comes from our trio of neural-powered predictors, each equipped with unique dynamic neurons and exceptional predictive intelligence model. First up, we have AlphaX, fast and strategic; next, RidgeLine, analytical and statistically grounded; and finally, BoostedBayes, intuitive and always learning. Together, we'll analyze the data, crunch the numbers, and predict outcomes you can trust. If you're excited to see artificial intelligence take on football forecasting like never before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay ahead of the game every single week. Welcome to the future of football prediction.
This is the Intellix AI Football Predictor Show. Across the globe, fans are bracing for high-stakes showdowns. Will the Giants hold their ground? Can the underdogs rise and shock the world? Our artificial intelligences, AlphaX, RidgeLine, and BoostedBayes, have crunched thousands of data points, from form guides to deep statistical patterns. The neural engines are firing. The predictions? Locked and loaded. Stay tuned, because today's football battles are about to be decoded. Right here on Intellix AI Football Predictor. Subscribe now, and never miss a prediction powered by pure intelligence. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Intellix AI Football Predictor.
Thank you, Dr. Turing. Hey football fans, I'm Luca, your stat queen with the flair, serving insights and numbers with analytical care. We'll check the home side's fire, their form and their fight, and the visitors' travels, if they freeze or ignite. The relative power index, will crunch it just right, to spot where the edge lies, in day or in night. So lace up your boots, the data is in play, let's light up the numbers and own match day. Today on the mic, we're breaking it down, 3 showdowns coming, from city to town, from July 12th through the 14th flame, 3 leagues, 3 battles, not one is the same. First up, Brazil Serie A's call, Flamengo's back after giving their all, fresh off the world stage, chasing their goal. São Paulo stands firm, it's a clash for control. Then we head north, to Finland's freeze, the Korsliga vibes in that Nordic breeze. Nisten's hungry, sharp like a blade, but Harker got hustle and won't be afraid. Then it's Brazil Serie A in sight, Botafogo SP set for the fight. But Volta Redonda's got grit in their soul, they are eyeing the win, they are aiming for control. 3 leagues, 3 matchups, the tension's just right, let's break down the numbers, then spark up the fight. First up today, a showdown with flair, a high-stakes encounter that's electric in air. At Estadio Jornalista Mario Filho, the iconic Maracana, in Rio de Janeiro, Saturday, July 12th, it's Flamengo versus São Paulo. Let's dive into the numbers and the narrative. Starting with the hosts, Flamengo. They've played 6 home matches, with 4 wins, 2 draws, and 0 losses. They've scored 17 goals and conceded just 1. Their last 3 home performances, a 1-0 win against Bahia, while holding an RPI of 6.67. A 0-0 draw with Botafogo RJ, while carrying an RPI of 5.61. A dominant 5-0 win over Fortaleza, with an RPI of 7.19. Now, they come into this clash with a soaring RPI of 7.71. Expect Flamengo to control possession with intent, suffocate opposition build-up play, and unleash wave after wave of positional attacks and third-man runs. This is a side with rhythm, precision, and tactical bite. Now to the visitors, São Paulo. They currently sit 14th in the league. Across 5 away matches, they've recorded 0 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses, scoring 4 goals and conceding 6. Their 3 most recent away performances, a 1-1 draw with Serra, while carrying an RPI of 0.77. A 1-0 loss to Palmeiras, while holding an RPI of 3.86. A 2-1 defeat to Bahia, with an RPI of 5.29. Heading into this fixture, São Paulo arrive with an RPI of just 2.29. Tactically, they're likely to drop deep, avoid open midfield engagements, and seek out counter-attacking opportunities. But against Flamengo's fluid structure and pressing game, that setup may fall short. So, the numbers are tallied, the patterns unfold, Flamengo stands fierce, São Paulo looks cold, but in this arena where data's the guide, the truth often hides where the numbers reside. So I'll leave it right here. Let the minds take the stage, as the algorithms gear up to break down the page. AlphaX sharpens, RidgeLine aligns, and BoostedBayes crunches those tactical signs. Let's compute the verdict, no guessing, just grind.
With Flamengo entering this clash holding an RPI of 7.71 and a positional style of play expected, while São Paulo arrive with an RPI of just 2.29 and a defensive approach anticipated. I now turn to our artificial intelligences. Based on these metrics, what insights do you have for us?
With Flamengo holding a relative power index, RPI, of 7.71, compared to São Paulo's 2.29, the statistical edge leans firmly toward the hosts. But before locking in a verdict, we go beyond the surface and dive into historical patterns and contextual performance. From last season to now, when Flamengo hosted teams with a lower RPI than their own, they've recorded 9 wins, 3 draws, and just 3 losses. The last defeat in such a matchup came on October 17, 2024, when they fell at home to Fluminense, despite holding an RPI edge of 5.83 to 4.17. Since that loss, they've hosted 4 lower RPI opponents, producing 3 wins and 1 draw. Zooming out globally, across the past 3 seasons in top-flight leagues worldwide, we analyzed every fixture where the home side held an RPI advantage similar to Flamengo's. A total of 114 such matches were identified, 59 ended in home wins. The last 10 featured 4 home wins, 4 draws, and 2 away victories. Factoring in scoring efficiency, defensive structure, and historical probabilities, the Intellix AI neural engine activated 10,000 predictive neurons. Out of these, 5,500 aligned behind one clear outcome: Flamengo to win.
Taking into account trends in match equilibrium, comparative squad dynamics, and contextual form analysis, I've approached this contest with neutrality at the core. Let's examine the numbers. Since last season, Flamengo have played 25 home matches, with 7 ending in draws. In the same period, São Paulo have played 24 times away from home, registering 8 draws. Broadening the scope, across top-tier leagues over the past 3 seasons, we identified 114 fixtures with RPI gaps similar to this one. 32 of those matches ended in draws. Zooming in further, among the last 10 fixtures in this group, 4 resulted in draws. The most recent? Los Andes vs Colegiales, a 0-0 stalemate in Argentina's Primera Nacional, on July 6, 2025. We've factored in historical tendencies, scoring volatility, and defensive metrics. And after processing 10,000 predictive neurons through the equilibrium engine, 2,900 align behind this verdict: draw.
Taking into account São Paulo's statistical profile, let's break down the data with precision. Since last season, São Paulo have managed just 5 wins in 24 away matches, a modest return, but one that shows they're capable of upsetting expectations. Specifically, when playing away against teams with a higher relative power index, RPI, they've recorded 2 such victories. Their 2 standout wins came on May 5, 2024, when they went away and defeated Vitória by 3-1, despite holding an RPI of 2.30, compared to Vitória's 7.69. November 6, 2024, in a commanding 3-0 away win over Bahia, entering with an RPI of 4.57, against Bahia's 5.43. On a broader scale, across the past 3 seasons, we analyzed 114 fixtures where the away side faced an opponent with a higher RPI, mirroring the index gap seen in this contest. Out of those 114 fixtures, 23 resulted in away wins. Zooming in on the last 10 fixtures in this group, 2 ended in away victories. A recent case, Kortrijk's 2-1 away win over Gent in the Belgian Pro League, on March 16, 2025, a reminder that the improbable is never impossible. After factoring in global trends, goal metrics, and defensive profiles, I've run the numbers from every angle. And out of 10,000 predictive neurons in the Intellix AI neural engine, 1,600 align behind this verdict: São Paulo to win.
Now that we've heard from our artificial intelligences, let's summarize their predictions. AlphaX, who specializes in home team strength, backs Flamengo, pointing to a clear relative power index advantage of 7.71 versus 2.29 over São Paulo. AlphaX highlights that while rare upsets exist, such as Flamengo's 1-3 home loss to Fluminense despite an RPI lead of 5.83 to 4.17, the trend has since shifted. Since that result, Flamengo have hosted for lower RPI opponents, recording 3 wins and 1 draw. Expanding globally, AlphaX's model analyzed 114 fixtures with similar RPI gaps. 59 resulted in home wins, with the most recent 10 producing 4 home wins, 4 draws, and 2 away victories. 5,500 predictive neurons support AlphaX's call, Flamengo to win. RidgeLine, our strategist who specializes in spotting equilibrium, highlights that Flamengo have drawn 7 of their last 25 home matches, while São Paulo have registered 8 draws in 24 away outings. Globally, 32 out of 114 fixtures with similar RPI gaps have also ended level. 2,900 neurons support RidgeLine's call, a draw. BoostedBayes, our expert in identifying away upsets, sees a narrow window for a surprise result. He cites São Paulo's 2 victories in away matches against higher RPI teams, a 3-1 win over Vitória and a 3-0 win at Bahia, both last season. He also references global anomalies, like Kortrijk's 2-1 away win over Gent on March 16, 2025, in a similar RPI scenario. 1,600 neurons back BoostedBayes, a surprise win for São Paulo. Converting these forecasts into match probabilities, the Intellix neural forecast stands at Flamengo win, 55%, draw, 29%, São Paulo win, 16%. Given the data and ensemble neural forecast, the strongest case lies with Flamengo securing the win at home, while a draw remains a realistic outcome, supported by equilibrium trends and historical parity. São Paulo's upset potential is limited, with just 16% model confidence. Backing a Flamengo win is the most statistically supported call. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our AI-powered match breakdowns. The next prediction is just ahead. And that wraps up our neural-powered journey through today's football insights. Our artificial intelligences have analyzed, weighed, and revealed what their neurons foresee. From the algorithmic mastery of AlphaX, the pattern recognition poise of RidgeLine, to the probabilistic foresight of BoostedBayes, each offers a unique neural lens on the beautiful game. This has been Intellix AI Football Predictor, where football meets intelligence. Whether you're a stats enthusiast or just love the thrill of prediction, we're here with your next matchday edge. Be sure to subscribe to Intellix AI Football Predictor on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and tune in on your favorite podcast platform. Join us anytime, your next football prediction is just a click away. Now, before we sign off, let's hear one last word from the team.
Home turf speaks loudest. I read the fortress, not the fuss. Catch you next match day.
Where balance tips the scale, that's where I stand. Until the next kickoff, stay sharp and stay planned.
I don't follow the crowd, I chase the shockwaves others doubt. Catch you on the next twist, I'm out.
This is Luca, signing off. Stay informed, stay sharp, stay boss. Let the numbers light your way, we'll decode the game, play by play.
Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and let data guide your game. Signing off, from the AI studio, this is Dr. Turing.